Hello and welcome to Brodual. Today we'll be taking a look at the Skyrim modding world on the PS4. Given that it's by far the most limited platform of the big three, we thought it'd be interesting to see what modders have achieved on the system, and use it as an opportunity to point out some fantastic mods for PS4 players. So today we have 6 mods we highly recommend for the PS4. In fact, they're so good that we also recommend for the Xbox and PC too. First up we have a classic, Phenderix Magic Evolved. This magic mod adds over 370 new spells to the game, opening up entirely new magical archetypes. It aims to be the largest and most comprehensive spell mod available for Skyrim, and because it uses almost entirely vanilla assets, the PS4 version is essentially the same as the original. The new spell archetypes include Divine, Darkness, Teleportation and Blood Magic, just to name a few. It also expands on the 3 main elemental options with the addition of Wind and Water Magic. These new archetypes not only allow for dozens of new role-playing opportunities, but it also opens up spell combos. For example, dousing a target with a water spell and then following up with a lightning spell will deal amplified damage. On top of that, the spells even take advantage of new mechanics. Whether it's new touch spells that offer a melee approach to magic, or new enhanced spells that buff your character to the extreme. There's also dozens of new summon spells that allow you to call almost any creature in the world of Skyrim to your aid in combat, making clever use of vanilla assets. A lot of time has also been put into keeping all of the new spells as balanced as possible, and while some inconsistencies definitely exist, we think the author's done a pretty good job all things considered. The 370 spells are designed to be spread throughout a playthrough, and you'll unlock more and more powerful spells as you level up, just like in vanilla. And with hundreds of new spells to choose from, the mod will surely keep you busy. For something completely different, we've got another classic mod in the form of Lanterns of Skyrim. The mod takes advantage of the vanilla lanterns to add a bit of light and life to key areas around Skyrim. Particularly on the outside of houses and alongside guarded roads, you'll now find new lanterns lighting the way. The mod offers a simple, subtle approach to lighting, and combos great with the Darker Nights mod. The author's done a great job in not overdoing it, and we really like the contrast between light and darkness. You can now clearly see when you're stepping away from civilization and heading into the darker, wilder parts of Skyrim. For an extra smidge of immersion and to further enhance exploration, we also recommend the Man Those Borders mod. As the name suggests, Man Those Borders adds manned and structural forms of border control around Skyrim. With an ongoing civil war, a refugee crisis caused by the Red Mountain eruption, and with Skyrim being plagued by bandits and other nasties, border control is very much needed. What's great is that the mod takes the hold's location and current situation into account, and then uses that information to determine the amount of border control needed. In a highly populated area and for a wealthy hold like Whiterun, you can probably expect a well-maintained, well-manned border. But further into the wilds of Skyrim, you'll find structures abandoned and almost in ruin. And the mod does this using entirely vanilla assets, so again it works great for the PS4 without any limitations. It also works fantastically alongside the Hold Borders Banners mod, which in a similar style aims to clearly show when you're crossing into a new territory with cleverly placed banners. Where the two holes meet, you'll find new decorative banners along the road, clearly showing you're on the right path without having to keep going into your map menu. Combine that with the Point the Way mod and you'll never have to go into your map menu again. This adds more detailed and accurate signposts around Skyrim, clearly showing you whether you're on the right path or potentially opening up a new smaller town or village for you to explore. Using all of these 3 mods together should keep you more immersed in the game, and with that it might take you to new areas and places you might never have gone to in previous playthroughs. Another mod for exploration is Master the Summit. This newer mod will add a fresh spin to mountain climbing with the addition of new makeshift paths. If you've played Skyrim for more than a few hours, chances are you've probably already tried to force your character up a steep mountain. Master the Summit aims to fix that with new bridges and paths along the rocky cliffs around Skyrim. These paths were designed to give an easier way to climb up a mountain, as well as to open up new areas to explore, specifically those that you might have ignored in earlier playthroughs. Sometimes they look like they could have been built by order of the Jarl, and other times it looks like bandits built it to help their camp get around. Whatever the case, the mod takes a completely different approach to opening up new exploration options. It might seem like a quirky mod, and we thought so too, but for your 6th or 60th playthrough, that quirkiness might just be what you need. Another great mod for the PS4 is lore-based loading screens. We're not entirely sure how bad the loading screens are on the PS4, but we assume they're long enough for you to be bored of seeing the same screens over and over again. If you want to brush up on your Elder Scrolls lore, but don't fancy diving into hundreds of books or Wikipedia articles, then this can be a great simple way of learning something new. And finally, we'll leave you with a favourite of ours, Immersive Citizens. The mod has one simple goal, to make NPCs in Skyrim feel like actual real people with their own lives, quirks and unique behaviour. It takes their relationships, backstories and ongoing story to determine how they spend their day, as well as how they treat you or other NPCs. It also offers a wider overhaul of generic NPC behaviour, including how they behave when in danger or when it's time to man up and fight. Due to the limitations on the PS4, you won't have an in-game mod menu, so you'll be stuck with the default settings, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. We've covered the mod extensively in 2 full videos, so for more specifics on how the mod affects NPCs, we'll include links for those down below. And that's the end of today's video. Keep in mind this isn't a comprehensive guide for all of the mods you should be using on the PS4, but instead it's a small collection you should definitely consider. If you want more PS4 spotlights just to see how the console communities are doing, or maybe you're on the PS4 yourself, then be sure to let us know down below. As always, be sure to support mod authors in any way possible, check out g2a.com, and thanks for watching.